30, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55. Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Super Mario Sunshine versus, in terms of responding to AttackingTucans and Joshjepson's 2011 versus. I apologize for counting at the start right there. I was trying to make sure my audio synced up to the video, because when I was editing episode 2, I was having some real bad audio syncing issues, even though I did my regular startup. So I decided to count down with the actual timer inside the game to hopefully make sure I can properly count it so far, because what I do with these videos is I edit it first. I record, obviously. Then I go through and I edit it, and I do the shine counter, the blue coin counter, the timer, and all that. And then I go ahead and do audio over it. And that way, in case I make any mistakes when I'm doing commentary, and then fix it later. But this episode, we're starting with the shine that I was really hoping to get at the end of last episode, and the secret level right here, but I died, unfortunately, and I didn't have enough time, only like 20 seconds left, and I didn't even have enough time to go get that blue coin I decided to get in Delfino Plaza. So we have to open up the episode doing it, which it kind of sucks because it does take up a couple minutes. And these gears right here where I died the last time, I tried to risk it right there and I died again. It's unfortunate. I went ahead and ground pound to try to speed it up, because it can be quite a fall to respawn. So I just went ahead and ground pound to restart the level as fast as possible and get through it. That is annoying. Dying right there probably cost me about a minute. And trust me, time is definitely going to show itself to be valuable. And trust me, time is definitely going to show itself to be valuable as we go along. I recently just got done recording episode 4. And yeah, trust me, I definitely noticed how valuable time can be, no matter how much you have. Because of just how some of these missions can be. But, you know, that's getting ahead of ourselves. We're just now starting episode 3. I hope everybody has been well. Again, much like with the episode 2, I'm not sure when this is going up in comparison to when episode 2 came out. This is probably going to go up sometime in the morning of July 4th. Happy July 4th to all the Americans out there. Which would be a day after July 3rd when episode 2 went out. And episode 4 might be up on the morning of July 5th. I'm not entirely sure, because I do have to return to work tomorrow, so I'm going to have less time to record and edit. So episode 4, well, just 5, is going to need me to actually record. But thankfully, we got through the rest of this mission despite that one death at the very start to get our 16th shine. And I was pretty happy with this. Even with that one death, I was still under 5 minutes into the episode. And my goal with this episode was to finish up Ricco Harbor in terms of shines. And the only shine I was really worried about, time-wise, was the 100 coin shine. The 100 coin shine is what I was most worried about coming into this episode, because Ricco Harbor, I did not immediately remember where all of the coins were. So that made for a very fun experience, let me tell you. But for now, we're going through. This is episode 5, Blooper Returns. Because I didn't get the rocket nozzle on episode 3, I think it was, the rocket nozzle was marked out underneath Blooper's. The rocket nozzle was marked out underneath Blooper's cage over there. If you get it in episode 3, it is available in this episode, and it makes it pretty easy getting to him. Furthermore, if you talk to that brown Pianta down there, I didn't know this until I had already recorded this episode, he'll throw you straight to Blooper. And I know that thanks to Phoenix 2X, I think his name is. He did a deep dive into all the levels of Mario Sunshine, and I've been watching it, and it's really good. If I remember, I'll be sure to link that in the description. But you can still get the Blooper right there from the fruit stand, and it's not too big of a deal. His boss fight is pretty similar to the first time around. I was trying to get him right here early, because as soon as his eyes go pink, you can release him. I got a pretty good first run, but I did start to struggle a little bit here when it came to the second phase. He does have a bigger wind-up, when it comes to, and I did that because I was trying to get both of those, and then I just kept missing my grab, and by the time I finally got it, you're going to see right here, yeah, he hit me right before his eyes turned purple, and I was very annoyed with that, because I, honest to God, I should have just grabbed, and I missed. If I didn't, not that it would have mattered, because that came down. If I could have saved a lot of time if I had just grabbed his tentacles, and then I messed up by hitting the damn Z button. I think I mentioned that in episode 2, that I did a problem with my Switch controller, which made me go, oh really, that was there. I pressed the damn Z button because I have it synced to pressing down on the L stick. And I was like, oh my god, are you serious? So that wasted some time right there, along with, it probably would have gone faster if I had just grabbed his front 2 tentacles to start with, instead of just trying to go straight for his mouth. But at the end of the day, we still got it, and episode 5 is not too bad. It's pretty easy. At the end of the day, we still got it, and episode 5 is not too bad. It's pretty easy. Blue Blooper is not a hard boss fight. He appears a few times in this game, and he's pretty easy every time you face him. He's glitchy. He's actually pretty glitchy in that platform. If you watched AttackingTucans and Joshjepson's original versus, Josh was just sent flying off for really no good reason. So I still don't know what happened. It's definitely some kind of glitch, probably in correlation to the spin attack he does. This right here is one of the more infamous shines in the game, the red coin mission on the water, because the actual red coins are not too bad themselves, but as everybody who has played this game knows, as soon as you get the 8 red coins, you automatically don't get off of the blooper, and I missed the first red coin right there. It's like, or whatever, I'll get it when I go back around. But yeah, this mission, the fact that as soon as you beat it, you don't automatically fall off the blooper. You have to get the shine while still on the blooper. And whoever came up with that decision, I want to know what they were smoking that day, because I'd like some. I would like some to think that was a good game design decision. So I was trying to get this right here, I missed it. I was also trying not to get hit right there, because this does count as a death if you hit on anything, because Mario just, I don't know, he becomes one with the blooper, and he just fucking dies if he touches anything. But another cool secret I learned while watching that Phoenix video is that if you run into a guy on a rubber ducky near the start over there, you actually just bounce right off the blooper. Same for if you are able to jump and land on top of the umbrella right there. I don't know why. If I had to guess, it's probably something to do with the fact that it is a bounce pad, so that probably overrides the code for Mario being on the blooper. That is my best guess. But we get that, and then I go on here, and I immediately get stuck on the wood. I don't die, I'm very surprised, so I immediately try to turn around and get off of that, and then I go for another one, and I'm trying not to fall into the bloopers, and then I miss again, because if you do hit another blooper, you do restart, you take off again on that blooper. So, I mean, that is very annoying. I almost did it right there, and I got stuck on the log, so I thought, well, this is death, but no, I'm able to escape, and I wish I knew that trick, because I would have ran right over there and hit the rubber ducky guy, and I'm just wasting time at this point. And I'm also worried I'm gonna hit something and die, which would just waste a bunch. But no, I'm able to finally get it right there. A very annoying way to get the shine. I've seen some pretty funny clips of older YouTubers, like I think it's like Some Call Me Johnny, with brain scratch commentaries and everything, and also his 24-hour streams when it comes to Mario Sunshine, trying to get that shine, and it's pretty funny because of just how finicky and messed up the controls are. It's pretty entertaining to watch in all. But now we're on to episode 7, which is just your standard Shadow Mario affair. And this one isn't too bad, and as we're doing, and this is actually the last regular mission we can do for right now, because we can't do episode 8 of Rika Harbor until we get Yoshi. So, but this is a pretty easy Shadow Mario fight. He'll just lead you to the top right here, and I was hoping to get him before he went all the way up there. You can actually get him before he even gets off the ramp over there, but it is what it is at the end of the day. It's a pretty straight shot, so it's really not that bad of a mission, and I'm able to take him down pretty quickly, and I'm loving my time so far. You know, in the first 10 minutes, I've already gotten all the rest of the main missions, despite some problems with the red coin mission and that early death in episode 4. So I'm pretty pleased with how this is going so far. We still have 20 minutes to get the 2 secret shines and also get the 100 coin shine. And unlike Bianco Hills, the one of the two secret shines in Rico Harbor, is not a secret level, but it is the blooper surfing safari. It is getting the time in under 40 seconds instead of under 45 for the normal shine. Almost everybody gets under 40 seconds their first time around, but so it's a pretty easy shine. So while I'm doing all of this, I do want to talk about what I've been looking at through YouTube, trying to determine other series that I can do, that I can play through. And last episode, when I was talking about the blooper surfing safari, I mentioned that one series that I thought it might have been by Machinima, where it was hosted by a YouTuber I used to watch at the time, that would go through and play, like, challenge the viewers to submit video responses to beat them. And you're actually going to see right here, I collect my first blue coin of the series 3 episodes in. I decided just to go ahead and start trying to collect these. I collected that one because that one is exclusive to episode 2. And when it comes to getting the 100 coin shine, so I'm like, I'll get these while I'm at it. But anyway, as I was saying, I actually went looking for that series after I had finished doing my commentary for episode 2, and I did find it. And it's not Machinima like I originally thought. It is from an old YouTube channel that I always wanted to submit to. They had a thing where if you use their intro and like submitted a video, there was a chance they would record it or take it and put it on the site and give you a lot of recognition. And the site was called Ninbuzz, and they've not uploaded in like 9 years so far. I'm not exactly sure who founded the channel or whatever. I think I read somewhere Joshjepson was like the director of it or whatever. I'm not sure if he's the founder though, but anyway, the channel's been long dead. But back when I was a kid, they did a series called Challenger Approaching, and that is what the series was called. And every episode was just doing a challenge like the Running Man and Ocarina of Time is technically the second episode. But the first episode was hosted by Joshjepson, and it was a Mario slide thing, but he never did a follow-up to it. And the truth of the matter is, there's no way for me to find who the winner of that particular challenge was, because it's been so long and video responses have been long disabled, that even if any video responses are still up on YouTube, it would be impossible to find all of them and find out who won that particular challenge. So I might do it sometime, because it's just getting the most coins. So if I can get the max number of coins, I guess I could do it. But I was actually thinking of like going through and trying to beat not only the challenge itself, but the overall winner of the video responses, because in the next episode I won by cheating in the blooper surfing safari that reminded me of it in the last episode. So that was something I thought I could do. I'm kind of want to dedicate this channel to doing these challenges I wanted to do as a kid, but I never could. I always wanted to appear on Ninbuzz. I always wanted to do Challenger Approaching, but again, I just had no way to, because I didn't have a PC that could emulate. Speaking of, that's another thing. Apparently Dolphin was released back in 2003. So yes, it was definitely a thing when the original Versus series was done. But it was probably emulation was nowhere near widespread as it is today. But yeah, so that is kind of something I've been wanting to do, is like go through and redo a bunch of challenges from my childhood that I always wanted to do and I never could. I'm like, why not go do it now? I mean, it is, I'm a 27-year-old man racing against high school kids, I'm a 27-year-old man racing against high school kids, So, I mean, it is, it's whatever. High school kids from 14, 15, whatever, how many years ago. I think Challenger Approaching is even older than the Versus series. But that series was taken over by a YouTuber known as Purple Rodgery. I'm not entirely sure if he still does YouTube today. I've not checked. I remember watching him all the time, though, as a kid. And that's probably how I found Ninbuzz, because he hosted the Challenger Approaching series. So that is a series I'm thinking about going through and doing myself, because that seems really fun. But as you can see there, I got the other secret shine, and that leaves me 15 minutes to do this 100 coin mission. And I definitely struggle with it. I definitely struggle just putting it out there. I struggle with it a lot because it took me forever to remember where all the coins were. And by the time I remember where all the coins were for a bit, trying to get all these coins, and you're going to see me start collecting blue coins because they're just in the way of the gold coins. As pure the versus rule set, you have to do this on episode 3. I was trying to get up there, and I glitched right through and just grabbed the candy cane cane and hook, whatever it's called. But as per the versus rule set from 2011, you have to do this mission on episode 3. And so, again, following the versus rule set to a T, I don't know how the hell I missed that, and I tried to get back up there and I just slid off. That pissed me off. I was like, whatever. So this blooper came down here, grabbed the coin from here. I think, I'm not entirely sure. I think there's a way to get 2 coins from the bloopers, but I'm not entirely sure. In any case, I just got 1 coin from him, and there are a lot of bloopers who give 1 coins in this level. But the problem is, because of that, they're scattered out, excuse me, and they're not all really available. And you see me do that right there because I was still thinking from episode 2, like I said, buttons are reversed, and you're going to see me in the water a lot. This water gets really on my nerves as I try to do this 100 coin mission. But yeah, we're going to be here for a bit as I just try to collect all these 100 coins. So yeah, but that is one ideal I had for this channel alongside doing this versus series response 11 years later, doing the Challenger Approaching series that Purple Roger hosted on Ninbuzz. And I'm trying to think if there's any other challenges and stuff from a kid I always wanted to do, but I never could. So I'll just go back and redo them now. I'm sure there's some. Like, I was thinking of, like, is there any way I can do, like, a Runaway Guys response video how many years later? But I mean, like, there's no way, I don't think, to do that, because in Mario Party, I mean, unless I coded specific AIs that played like Chuck, I know a little bit of coding, but not that much. So I mean, like, there's nothing I can immediately think of other than doing just a versus based off a series they played. Also, you're going to see some lag here. Again, it's the emulator. I'm pretty sure it's Camtasia, and I'm probably going to switch off from Camtasia starting with episode 5, because I did a test recording with the Windows built-in video recorder, and there's no lag. There's no lag at all. So this is definitely a Camtasia issue. For some reason, it makes the Dolphin emulator lag for whatever reason. You see me stopping right there because I was fixing my timer. But yeah, I mean, I guess that could be one idea for like the Runaway Guys. Like Chuck Conroy like did a blind Let's Play of like Metroid Prime, so I could race against that. But I've also beaten Metroid Prime before. I love Metroid Prime, so that wouldn't really be fair. I guess I could do like new Super Mario Brothers racing against them, but they were playing with 4 people, and I highly doubt it'd really be fair. I guess I could do like new Super Mario Brothers racing against them, but they were playing with 4 people, and I highly doubt I could find 4 people to play with me to try to beat that, to try to beat how long it took them. So, I mean, there's really, I'm sure I can find some things. Like I said, the Versus formula and Ninbuzz have some things for Challenger Approaching, and of course with the Versus, I think the second Versus I ever did was Ocarina of Time, like the dungeon, so I could do that. I could play through the dungeons and try to beat it faster than Josh and Tyler. They did a rematch when it came to, and of course I feel like I've said before, the stupid fucking wind I hate so much in this game. But anyway, they did a rematch of Mario Sunshine where you get the shines in any order. That is something I think I could definitely do. And yeah, I know I don't have any subscribers on this channel, or any viewers for that matter. That's fine. If you're watching this in 2025, 2026, whenever, and I still don't have any viewers, and you're watching this and you're enjoying it, for you, whoever you may be. And I hope you enjoy it whenever you listen to this. A year from now, 10 years from now, whenever the hell. And I hope you enjoy it. Because it has been fun going through Mario Sunshine with this original rule set that I always wanted to do. Now, it wasn't episode 3, it's episode 4. Josh and Tyler is when Josh and Tyler did 100 coin shine here in Rico Harbor. And they went over on their time. So episode 4 will be 36 minutes long. The video was 37 minutes, but I timed it at 36 minutes because because they mentioned the timer or something being a minute off, so I just put it at 36 minutes for episode 4. Not that it really mattered. Trust me, I wasted enough time in episode 4 stupid stuff. You'll see when we get there. But that's episodes 4. Problem, we're still on episode 3. I was trying to kill these spiders because to see if they had any yellow coins, but I just got another blue coin out of it, so I was like, whatever. And I just took the yellow coins, but I just got another blue coin out of it, so I was like, whatever. And I just took it and ran along with it. And yeah, so like I said, there is a lot of me struggling trying to find these stupid gold coins because I forgot where the majority of them are. And you'll see where they are, and it pissed me off because I remembered it. And then when I was going to go do it, I actually get interrupted. And I have to pause the recording because I had a phone call from work. I was like, ugh, this sucks. But again, this is also one of the pros of doing post-commentary and everything, is that I fell right through that crane. No, one of the pros of doing post-commentary is that any recording issues can be edited out, and then I can just do a clean commentary through the video itself. And if anybody interrupts me while I'm recording the audio, then I can pause and there's no disruption. The video continues on for you just fine, and my audio, other than me making a note of it, continues seamlessly. So I'm very pleased. On 9 minutes here. Yeah, I'll start killing bloopers. I'll start getting a little bit desperate because I came into this pretty confident because I had 15 minutes to get the 100 coins, and then I realized it's been 6 minutes and I don't even have half yet. So I do start getting like a little bit worried and like just killing random ass bloopers to get their coins. So yeah, if I had, I've not been watching Josh and Tyler play through the game until I complete that episode. So I didn't know at the time they had extended their timer on episode 4 to get all the coins on this episode, or episode 3, whatever the hell episode it was. That I extended episode 4 to 36 minutes. If I knew that, I probably would have just went ahead and done it here in episode 3, because that way it would have just all been accounted for. But I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, it's fine. But yeah, if you're watching and if you remember YouTube, I am currently responding to it. What was your favorite series, you know, as a kid, growing up with YouTube, or a teenager, or whatever the hell you were? You know, like, I've tried to go back and watch a lot of those old channels I used to watch all the time. It is a bit hard. Not only is the video quality bad, like 480p at best, but also just a lot of personalities and everything, I guess I've outgrown, and my tastes have just changed. Even watching versus is still fun. Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of fun watching Josh and Tyler play through it. But I do find myself skipping a lot of it, like skipping parts of it, and not enjoying some of the humor as much. I mean, I guess that makes sense. There is a lot of sex jokes too, and you know, I found them funny as hell when I was 12 or 13 years old. Now it's like, well, I've heard this and then some. So. But I want to go back and rewatch like the Runaway Guys Mario Party series. I think that would be interesting. I remember as a kid, I always looked forward to the day they did Mario Party 4 and Mario Party 7, because those were the two Mario Party games I had. And they finally got to Mario Party 4, and then a couple years later they got to Mario Party 7. But that was after the really funny Mario Party 6, not only Let's Play, but stream. And I actually remember that because there was a channel I ran at the time. I say ran. It was my YouTube channel I used at the time. That actually downloaded that stream and I uploaded it. And actually got permission from John to upload the entire thing except for the Mario Party 6 stuff, because he was going to make that into a highlight, which he did. So that was cool. That was really cool. That reminds me, I'm sorry if you can hear dogs barking outside my window. Like I said, I keep the fans off because it's hot as hell in here. It is middle of summer. But if I do keep my fans off while I'm recording, then I have to keep the damn window open. And I keep the fans off because the microphone will pick them up. And going 30 minutes without fans does suck. Trust me, it really fucking sucks. But, no, what I was saying, like, just reminiscing about old school YouTube. Another YouTuber I watched all the time as a kid was a YouTuber by the name of Commander Napkin. I remember, God, I used to watch his Pikmin 2 Let's Play all the time. I have never played Pikmin, like 1 or 2, yet I have seen both of those games from start to finish quite a bit, because I used to watch Commander Napkin's Pikmin 2 Let's Play, and then I watched Chugga Conroy's Pikmin 1 Let's Play God knows how many times, because this is a funny story. When I was in 7th grade, I got grounded from internet and video games because my grades were so bad. I just didn't try in 7th grade. I only passed because I put all my effort in like the last 3 weeks to get everything done. I would have been held back if I didn't, and I probably should have been held back. But anyway, because of my grades, access to internet or my video games. So the only place I did have access to anything was at my grandparents, where they would let me on the internet for like an hour. And during that hour, my grandpa, he had burnable CD-ROM discs. So I would download like 3 episodes at a time of Chugga's Pikmin 1 Let's Play, burn it onto the disc, and rinse and repeat. And then I'd take it home, put those discs into my Xbox 360, because you could load individual audio, video files off of there, and I'd just watch it on my TV on the repeat. Like, I'd get all the way to the end of Pikmin 1, then I'd start Chugga or Commander Napkin's Pikmin 2 Let's Play, watch those all the way to the end, go back to Chugga Conroy's Pikmin 1 Let's Play. It's pretty funny in retrospect. I don't even know if I have those discs anymore. If I do, they're probably scratched all to hell. But that was something I always found pretty funny. Like, looking back, how desperate I got, and how creative I also kind of got to Parents' Punishment, because I was grounded from video games. I wasn't grounded from using the console itself. And my parents, they didn't know what the hell YouTube or burning discs were when it came to stuff like that. So, I got pretty lucky there that they didn't ground me for using the 360 itself. And that 360 has long kicked the bucket, unfortunately. But that is the story I've always kind of remembered, and I found pretty humorous. So this is around the time that I started to remember where the 100 coins were in this episode, and they're in the sewer system. And I remember this as the timer is counting down, because I see the timers just a little over 3 minutes. And I'm like, motherfucker, am I gonna like have to redo this entire thing? Have I wasted 15 minutes basically? And then I remember something. I was like, wait a minute. They're in the sewer, aren't they? So I come in here and I go ahead and get this blue coin right here, because again, it's just kind of in the way. And then I go up here to get to the manhole cover below. And this is when I get interrupted. This is when that person comes to my room. We fix it, don't worry. Like, I cut out everything. They were not in my room. I don't know why I said that. When work called. Excuse me. That was when work called. And, somebody came in my room when I was recording episode 1. No, that was when work called, and I had to pause, and it took like 10 minutes, so I cut it out. But, this is where the rest of the coins were, and I was like, oh, thank God I remember where they were. So I would go ahead and I get all of them, and I'm just so happy, because I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to redo this. I probably still wasted a good 10 minutes for completely forgetting about these damn blue coins. But I was like, whatever. I got them, and I got a few blue coins alongside with it, so I guess it's not too big of a loss. And with a little bit of time to spare, I'm gonna have like a little bit over a minute, I think, once this is all. I'm gonna have like a little bit over a minute, I think, once this is all said and done. And we go ahead and get them. I don't know why they're in the sewer system. Their coins are usually not in the sewer system. I think I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they're usually not. But we got the shine to appear. I go ahead and jump out. I probably should have just stayed in the sewers on retrospect. It would have been a lot faster than doing this, because I could have just sprayed and belly thinged all the way over there, and instead I got to deal with all of this shit. So yeah, and now that I'm watching, I didn't even think about this when I was playing through, but now that I'm watching it, I'm like, huh, it would have been way better if I had just stayed in the damn sewer, sprayed, belly rubbed all the way over there and got it. But whatever. Shine acquired, a little bit over a minute left. So we got the shine, we got a few blue coins. So I was pretty happy with that, even if it took longer than it really had any right to. I was like, at the end of the day, it's whatever. So now that I decided to go ahead and just get some blue coins around Defina Plaza, because I don't have time to do anything else. I mean, even if I don't even think I'd have time to go and unlock World 3. So I go ahead and just get a few blue coins, because I figured why the hell not. So I go ahead and unlock that one. I slide on over there, get the one by the statue, and then I'll rinse and repeat. Get that one, then I'll spray this X right here. And again, this is probably in hindsight. I probably should have gotten the one in the jail and then sprayed that one over there. But I mean, we're talking like seconds that really would not matter in any other context. So I went ahead and get that one, and then it's a race. You know, I got 13 seconds to get over to the jail. I am cutting closest to the one I tried to get at the end of episode 2, but I didn't have those extra seconds. Here, I barely have those extra seconds, and with 3 seconds to spare, I get the last blue coin into Athena Plaza. And with 3 seconds to spare, I get the last blue coin into Athena Plaza that I wanted. So I thought that was pretty good. It could have been better, but it could have been worse too. So I'm pretty happy with how that went. Anyway, here are the stats after 3 episodes. I have 22 shines, Joshjepson has 15 shines, and AttackingTucans has 16 shines, and this is based off their episode 3 stats. I have 11 blue coins, Josh has 41 blue coins, Tyler has 37 blue coins. So I am starting to do, again, stretching my legs when it comes to the shrines and getting... I really put shrines and not shines. I'm just now noticing that as I look at this. I am so stupid. Anyway, shines. Blue coins, we just went over that, and deaths. 8 deaths for AttackingTucans, 13 deaths for Josh, and 3 deaths for me. I've averaged 1 death per episode so far, which is probably sad that I'm not extending my shine, not shrines. I just now noticed I really put fucking shrines. Whatever. It's episode 1 and 2 already up. It is what it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, enjoyed my trip down memory lane. I did yap a lot more about the past in this one, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in episode 4 whenever I get the commentary recorded.